Phil. We just lost 4-2 to Stourbridge, but you can't be too disheartened with the performance after what was up until that 60-minute mark a really impressive display from the Dabbers.
Yeah, the lads were great first half. I thought we were in complete control, absolutely dominating possession. Looked like we were going to open them up at will at times. I thought Vinny, Tom and Ryan were absolutely outstanding throughout the game, and obviously Vinny got his rewards with a goal. Josh Hancock scoring an absolutely world-class free kick. But then total capitulation over 17 minutes, and if we want to go up, if we want to push on, we can't be doing that. We're going to have that kind of pressure going into the next couple of games, hopefully 2 games. But we need to be able to deal with that defensively. We need to be more aggressive in both boxes if we're going to get anything from Tuesday. And if we face Stourbridge again, we've got to do exactly the same again, because they've gone from not hurting us at all to obviously a couple of crosses in, which were very good crosses, really top quality crosses, and just being able to get something on seemed to be good enough to go in. So I've had a little bit of a pop with the lads. I've probably upset 1 or 2 of them. I know they're tired, I know they're aching, but I think that much of that group in there, I'll do anything it takes to get them over the finish line. So if that means they hate me going into Tuesday, then they're going to have to hate me, and then we'll deal with it at the end of the season. But I just think so much of them, I would never forgive myself if I didn't do everything it took from my point of view to get the most out of them going into Tuesday. And they need to be angry, they need to use any kind of energy they've got left, because they have had a real tough run of it. Playing Stourbridge before you're going into the playoffs is like playing a third playoff fixture. It's extremely difficult for anyone, particularly on the back of a tough Thursday, Tuesday, Saturday. So we can look at it like that. But I've said to them in there, they've got to regroup, they've got to do whatever they need to do to get ready for Tuesday, because it's going to be a mammoth task. But we're definitely good enough to do it, without a shadow of a doubt. We just need to be more aggressive in both areas, and I'm sure we'll be able to get over that finish line. But after such a good first half, it's bitterly disappointing the way the game's gone.
Yeah, with the team selection, you started all 3 strikers for the first time this season, and you decided to leave all your natural wingers out on the bench. What was the thinking behind that?
Just to give us something different, really. They're very fresh, they get heavily rotated, but also I wanted to give them a chance to sort of stamp their mark on getting a place in the playoffs. It's very difficult for 3 forwards to sort of do themselves justice when I'm taking them off after maybe 60, 70 minutes. I know they get frustrated with me at times doing that, but 9 times out of 10 it works. The fresh forward who comes on normally gives us something different. So I played all 3 today, and it really benefited us. We looked a completely different proposition. The ball was going forward, it was sticking. All 3 of them looked a threat. They seemed really hungry to do well, to get in that sort of playoff spot in the team, and they've all done themselves justice. They've given me a real big headache going into Tuesday. Thought the midfield did great. Really controlled things well. And this is going to surprise you now, I thought the defenders played really well, but we just didn't defend key moments as well as we should. And I'm always on at them about problem solving offensively, how to work things out, how to see things, how to work out how you're going to open up a team. But you've got to do that defensively as well. You've got to see how to stop someone, how to stop a certain situation from evolving. And it's real basic at the moment, is stopping the cross at its origin and making sure in your area your man doesn't get a 3-head on the ball or gets a clear header. And the lads have been great all game, and I know I've upset them in there today, but we need to do whatever we need to do to get over that finish line. And we'll be going all guns blazing Tuesday. We'll be really looking forward to the fixture. We'll be energised, we'll be ready to go. But I tell you what, we'll be angry after that as well. We're hurting after that, and I certainly am. And them players in there, I know we're hurting, and that might be a good thing for us going into this next game. Yeah,
you look ahead to Tuesday then, it's a massive game for the club. It's perhaps, you were sort of embracing the fact it's, I think, the longest away trip we've got, one of the longest trips we've had this season, and we've got to go there on a Tuesday night now. Is that something you're embracing going forward?
It feels like we're used to doing it. I feel like I live on the bus. I feel like we've been away that much this season on big away trips. I'm sure it won't affect us. Once you're on the pitch and the adrenaline's kicking in, yeah, the home field advantage is always going to be what you want. They're going to have a lot of people there. My plea goes out to all the Nantwich fans to make that big concerted effort to try and get up there. They were fantastic today against a full house at Stourbridge, where we could still hear the voices, and it meant so much to me, and I know the players hearing them here and making that effort for us. We're just obviously disappointed we couldn't get the result in the end. I'm sure they won't be disappointed with the endeavour, the desire, the way we played, but I know they'll be disappointed with the result.
Yeah, looking ahead to that game on Tuesday, they have it's not like the pitch here, which is pretty flat. There's a noticeable uphill slope there. Does that factor into your sort of plans at all?
Yeah, it's obviously something we'll think about tactically, but it's just going to be me and Neil sitting down together and sort of deciding who's in form and who's going to take us forward going into that Tuesday match. And I feel the lads who've played today have done great, and everyone's going to raise eyebrows when we saying that, but they have, and maybe that might be the team that I take into Tuesday. I'm not sure yet, so I'll have to have a think about it. But listen, any game we have now, it's anybody's chance of going into the next round. It's a lottery. I'd like to think when we've played Stourbridge in the past, if we do meet them again in the final, we've had many a close contest and we've normally come out on top on them key ones when it's to go through to a next round or to sort of go through to a cup competition. Hopefully they've had their little spell against us now, and maybe that'll turn in our favour when we next play them, because I'll be perfectly frank, we were hurting after that, and when a team's hurting, that's when they're at the most dangerous.
Yeah, finally looking at Spennymoor, they're another side quite similar to Stourbridge, and they're big physical, they like to get the ball forward very quickly to the big front men. But we've actually faced up quite well against them this season. We beat them 1-0 at our place, and we also drew 1-1 with them only a few weeks ago. So how do you feel we sort of match up against them?
Yeah, I think we've got a real good chance to go there and get a result. As you said, we beat them at our place. We drew it theirs. First half, I thought we were far the better team. Second half, they really had a go at us. It was like a siege, and that's what I'm most pleased about, the fact that we can keep them out, and it gives me that bit of heart to know we can do it. And I've been harping on about having such a good defence and having, for me individually and at times as a unit, the best defence in the league. But then when we show the way we did today, it hurts, and obviously it goes against what I'm saying. So I can only put it down to, it just felt like every time they got something on the ball in the box today, it went in, and it goes like that for you sometimes, and there's nothing you can do. And as I said earlier, we can put it down to tired legs, we can put it down to whatever it is we want to say, but fundamentally, when that ball goes in the box, somebody just needs to take responsibility and deal with that. And I've got players who can do that, and they will, because they're going to want to prove me wrong. I've said a few things in there today that I've not said to them before, and they'll want to prove me wrong, and I'm sure they'll be ramming it down my throat Tuesday. Cheers.